All right, blessings, guys. Yes, that's right. We're back. Shinobi Striker, one of my favorite Naruto games of all time. Let me know, comment section. What's your favorite Naruto game? As you know, in Shinobi Striker, there is 4 main classes. You have attack, you have defense, you have range, and you have heals. All of these have their own unique abilities, and how strong they are in the field is different things here, there, and some. So today, my goal is to work out which one of them is actually the strongest. I'm gonna break this down into 4 categories. Number 1, their base stats and abilities. Number 2, their weapons and their ninja toolkit. 3, jutsus and ultimates. And number 4, how well do they actually do inside game modes? So before we do start and breaking this down, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, and let's get started. Okay, first up, we have attack. And this is the developer's most favorite class. They have a total of 700 HP. Their signature ability is a bit weird because it's gone through several changes. Originally, they didn't have one. It was just based on the fact that they could do a lot of damage very, very quickly. Then later on, I think it was around season 4, they added the ability to be able to sublock. Now, those who've been around from that long understand how horrible that was. As soon as an attack type press triangle, heavy attack, whatever you want to call it, their substitution drop. It's just and yet people constantly spamming it. So they had to rework it yet again. And now they're going to make it that it reduces the time that it comes back. So it's not the fact that your substitution don't come back. It just comes back slow, which is a lot more balanced and effective. So we can say these guys are actually the masters of sublocking. So they have an average movement speed, but they have a lot of things inside their arsenal that increase their speed. Hand-to-hand is their primary weapon. Basically, all of their weapons function to hand-to-hand attachment. You have very popular things like blue or the yellow claws, red swallows, thunder fist, Kurama claw. We're not going to talk about that one. But they got so many hand-to-hand weapons. Then in season 6, a part of Naruto 99, we've gone and got a Shisui spear. And it only got better from there, adding things like violet petals, sunbeam swords, enchanted swords, everything. It went absolutely crazy. So as for ninja tools, they had things like paper bone kunais, Polaris' seals, flaming hook, a lot of tools to stop people getting away from them. They are truly a force to be reckoned with. As for ninjutsu, they have lots of movement-based abilities from Raikiri, teleportation, oboe. They have lots of taijutsu moves like dynamic entry, reverse scale, leaf rising. The list can go on. But the goal of attack, obviously, is to kill. So they have lots of fast, strong damaging move, and the ultimate allows them to have increased attack ability alongside also major healing factors. So you can have Kurama Link Mode, 7 Hillary Breaths. These are all absolutely amazing. Attack types are pretty much needed in every single game mode. The only one they're not really needed in is base battle. But for flag, drop a teleportation, a Raikiri, and a Koto Masakami, bro, that's a guaranteed win. But these guys are needed. They take down bodies in team battles when it comes to combat and the pit. If they get going, you're gone. I'm being serious. You have to be careful when they find one mistake and it's over. So range type. As you guys know, our main range. So I'm not going to be biased on this, I promise you. I'm just going to keep it real with you guys. So these guys actually have the lowest health out of everybody. Only 600 HP. Do you know how hard that is to play? You're like a glass cannon. Or their signature ability on heavy attack, they throw kunais, and also they are masters of damage over time. So like your poison, your burns. But their base weapon is the kunai, and this is the foundation for all short swords, whether it's being the kunai itself, Thunder Keeper Blade, Shisui Blade, the list goes on. After the additional sword that's a bit longer, you got the Kusanagi sword that has amazing combos. And after recently, in season 7, they added a new type of weapon to the game, and it's the projectile class. So this is where you're gonna got your thunder or water pistols, the size scroll, and also the first Kozakage puppet. So one thing you new guys may not have known, range can actually apply damage over time with their heavy attack. So if you have something like the Kozakage puppet or the Inferno sword, you will definitely be able to just press heavy and they get that damage over time. I think it's a really good addition they added recently because it wasn't enough. As for their ninja tools, they're probably some of the most unique things in the game. You've got that Crimson Star that allows you to set up one-shot combos. They got invisibility and speed pills. Polaris's steals to hold and stun targets. They got a lot. They got a lot. But because they got so many, it does take a while for you to learn all different styles of tools. But once you've mastered them, I'm telling you now, you're going to be a different breed. But the craziest thing is when you combined your ninja tools with your ninjutsu, you start to get some really crazy things happening because you can throw a Crimson Star, make him land into an ice puddle. Now they're standing, you got enough time to set up, so forth, do a lot more. You got Shikigami and Chidori stuns that allow you to extend your combos. You got Majestics that hit from a large distance and also add damage over time. But the craziest thing about range type, they're the only class that actually have ninjutsu that one-shot enemies. And that's none other than Severing Wave and also Wind Scythe Jutsu. These two can even one-shot a defense type. They are literally the definition of a glass cannon. And as for ultimates, why? So they got some of the most sneaky ultimates in the game. So you can run Steam Imp from across the map and make it sneak up on somebody. You might want to use Edo Tensei and take away people's ultimate gauge from a distance. But one of the things that range types was missing the most was healing. And in season 8, I think it was 8, yes, season 8, we actually received Karma Awakening. Oh my gosh. This actually gave us healing, increased tracking ability, increased jutsu damage, but one of the best ultimates in the game, far superior to KCM. But fundamentally, range types are always needed in every single game mode. And that's probably the reason why they are so frail. If it's a base battle, you're the one that's clearing the water pillar. If it's flag battle, you're the one having to fire your water dragon, pull them with a flame lightning, scarlet fireclaw, just to get it around the corner to make sure they don't get away. In team battles, you're controlling the pace of the field. You may have to freeze a few people with your icicle swallows. You may have to break apart a team so your healer can heal themselves. You have got so much responsibility as a range. Range types are needed in every game mode. And we all know what they're like inside the game. When it comes to good range play, high tier gameplay, it has the highest skill ceiling. Yeah, don't mess with range types. They really are monsters. So, defense class. They have a whopping 900 HP. Oh my gosh, bro. They have too much health. Too much health. Their special ability is super armor. Playing thorough through super armor. So these guys are the ones with heavy duty weapons. Big long swords, scythes, and fans. But these weapons are actually slow moving. So it takes a higher requirement of skill to get used to. However, as much as we see people spamming heavy, these guys are actually got combos that actually delete health. So you have great crowd control weapons like the longsword, Tamari fan, Dreaming Moon. Then on the other hand, you have over weapons like the Rhapsody, the Twin Release Blades, even the new Incentive Destruction. These weapons move so fast, can easily overwhelm an opponent. They don't have a lot of damage, but they are so overwhelming they can get people flustered. But as for the ninja toolkit, guys, these guys are so stacked. They have things like Master of Medicine to give them super armor on top of their super armor. Super tough medicine to make their super armor jutsus come back faster. Flaming hooks that add damage over time to put you back in because they're slow, you can't get away from them. These guys have so much. And don't forget about their legendary Frozen Fangs. And do you know the crazy thing? Do you know what the crazy thing about this is? These guys even still have access to Kamui. Now, Kamui allows them to get their ninja tools back. So when they're spamming this super armor, heavy, so forth, it only goes crazy. Their ninjutsus are insane. So not only do they have range type jutsus like Sharp Bomb and also Dragon Flame Bomb that does damage over time and take away things, so they have additional effects. But they also have defensive ninjutsu like Nido Jizo, Petrifying, Sandome. And they also have melee base, so you got things like Demon Hunter, Karma, but even their ultimates have crowd control. So I don't know if you've been living in a rock, but since Boruto's out, that Karma wild on base battle is absolutely insane. Even got banned from SPL combined with Wind Sea Dragon, it's that strong. takes away your ninjutsu, your chakra, and even gives you an increased buff at the end, and you're gonna heal. Right, it's insane. And I have long distance things like Grand Mausoleum and also Water Rosemary. You know you can cast these from across the map. You don't even need to be there. Sets up your team for a team ultimate wipe. Oh my gosh. That defense is yeah. Oh, oh. Guys, defense is insane. But when it comes to game modes, again, they're needed practically everywhere. You can probably swap them out on flag battle for healers. But when it comes to base battle, they're the ones holding down the base. Nijo Dizo, Kamui, Body Blow, all of these things that will lead them holding a single base 2v1 deep for the whole game, whole 7 minutes. And this is what defense types do. They are so strong. Yo, let me know. Let me know what's your most favorite defense base battle build. Write it down in the comment section for me. Okay, final class, healer class. Oh, but some of you guys may be mad, some of you are so forth. I only got good things to say today, so don't see it as a negative. Yeah, healers have a total of 700 HP, equal amount to attack types. These guys are, say, the sister of range type. They're the only ones to have 2 actual signature abilities that belongs to themselves independent. Number 1 is healing. They're the only ones that can actually heal teammates substantially on the go, not just, in additional effects like KCM. And the other one is actually guard break. So anytime they press heavy attack, they break guard. Yeah. They have 2 actual solid abilities. But as for their weapon kit, it's kind of crazy because these guys have every single style of weapon in the game. They give you the short sword principle, if it's using a knife, frying pan, Tobirama sword, Itachi sword. They even give you shield and sword. So you've got Tasuka blade, Rhombus blade, hand to hand, backhand explosions, violet waves. They even give you longsword principles. So they give you the staff, Madara staff, scattered rain, and even down to Momoshiki's weapon. These guys have everything you could possibly need for a weapon. When it comes to ninjutsu, guys, so they have crazy melee style ninjutsu, like all classes do, but theirs just goes a little bit overboard. They may take away your ability chakra jump substitute, also take away your ninjutsu and leave you just there flapping, no advanced move. That's called chakra scalpel. Or they might just hit you from a distance and come in and reversing controls. That's called nervous rupture. But they might, use super armor, power through, take away your substitution and clean up the kill. That's called Crimson Drizzle. Guys, these guys' melee-based attacks are insane. They're everything that attack types have, but take away the substitution and give them something else. And to me, that's more broken because as soon as you break guard anyway, their substitution's gone. And most of these things break guard or you can break guard yourself. It's, really strong. After then you have your projectile-based stuff. So you may have particle atomic style dismantling jutsu. There you go. Yasuke beads. After you have defensive principles like water pillar, true seeker's orb, and that's also a projectile too. Guys. I ain't even done yet, Remember, these guys can also bring people back to life. Like your name's Usa Wishenbaka said. Guys, Rebirth, My Elastic Generation, and that big super Kurama. Right, I said, I don't know the name of it. These Minato style jutsus get on my nerves sometimes. But you can actually bring players back to life. Don't get me wrong, you don't come back off the scorecard. But to be able to actually do this is amazing. As you can imagine what I'm saying, in team battle, these guys are so needed. It's crucial. They need to be on the field. Well, they don't. Nah, that's cap. Scrap that. Healers aren't really needed at all, guys. Wait, what? That's right. Healers are not needed in most game modes. It's optional. So back in the day, yes, healers were needed. Not many classes had ways to be able to heal themselves, taking damage, players wasn't skilled. But if everyone's doing things right and also has their builds correct, both attack, defense, and range should be supporting self-heals. They should be able to heal themselves. They have emergency exit, ninjutsu, ultimates, and also ninja tools. So there's no reason why they can't heal themselves. Oh, and if things are getting really shaky on the field and they're healing themselves, you need more damage, not additional heals. You need to get good. You need to fight back, take down more bodies. So essentially, healers aren't needed if bodies are dropping. However, having them on the field is a whole different advantage. Be able to heal your time, keep your morale high, be able to bring your players back. Don't get me started with healers in the pit. I am not 1v1 in here. You saw the ninjutsus that these guys got. And you want me to fight that alongside them? Can heal themselves. I need to one-shot them every single time. If not, they're going to survive and outwin every single game. So really and truly, like, healers are everything else, every other class with additional heals. So we should call them the balance type, not heal type. What do you guys think? So yeah, I know what you're thinking. What are my top 4? I've gonna said all these good things about all classes. What is actually the best? Let's go for it. Make sure you like and subscribe, guys. So in 4th place, I'm putting attack type. Now, yeah, attack type is very, very, very strong. They can delete players so fast. But if the team is working together, which this is a team game, yeah, they're not needed. They're needed for running flags because they're so fast and adapt and so forth. But if we're talking about base battle, combat battle, barrier battle, and the pit, you can do this with 2 range types, 2 defense types that will do a better job than the attack type on base battle. Barrier battle, you probably want a bit more defensive property or projectile based, depending if you're attacking or defending side. And in the pit, you're just deleting health. Absolutely, every class does that. So you can really be caught off guard. So it's a great class for beginners. Very basic. That's why the developers like it. They're not very good at the game. But yeah, it gets a lot of jobs done and they can be very annoying to fight. Don't get me wrong, they're strong. I'm not saying they're not strong. I'm not calling players bad. I'm saying the class is just 4th place. Number 3. Some guys might look at me like I'm crazy. Range type. So yeah, range is my favorite type. But it's got a high skill and high risk factor. High damage, high risk. As much as they can do so much damage over time, that 600 health is really scary, especially to say they don't have much healing properties to be able to keep themselves alive. And often they have to actually depend on the healer to keep them alive because they're dead from even their healer's combos, if that makes sense. Number 2, defense type. So defense type, I've got to put at number 2. These guys have the damage of attack types with the stuns of range. They have damage over time moves. They deal with crowd control really well. Take a lot. They are actually probably the most underappreciated class on the whole of their team. They take so much damage, put out so much damage, have to be healed and keep going. And they have such a duty of control. It's really difficult. But at the same time, with their move pool, their stack, if you come across a strong defense, that's not really a fight you want to take. That's going to stall you. You're not going to kill them as quick. You've wasted way too much time. They need to be gone quick. Their double melee builds being even stronger than attack type. I know Crimson Trail, Crimson Drizzle beats Reverse Scale. Yeah? I can super armor through, so forth, pick up the kill. I can use Chakra Scabble to shut down the whole of the attack types. That's just the build that, like, their melee principles are so strong. Then let's go for, projectile builds. Yeah? Yasuke Beads is beating most of the things, gets super armor throughout things, protects itself from ultimates. Same with True Seeker Orbs. Particle Atomic Style Dismantling Jutsu can be used while moving. You can move forward and you can move back. Like, you can go upside down, spin around. These healers are insane. On top of it, they got healing. Actual heal tags, healing drones, green rain, hold that increases, decreases the cooldown time of ninjutsu that can bring your ninjutsus back faster. Bring people back to life, bro. Guys. Healers are number 1. Don't make any healer ever get, you got beat by a healer. Yeah, because you're the best class in the game. The best class in the game. What else did you expect? So yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, remember, like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that noti bell. Yeah. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out the top 5 swords in Shinobi Striker. Or how about 50 Shinobi facts? Yeah. I'll see you guys soon. Blessings.